Good morning students. Hope you are revising for your exams. And it is chapter 4 of macroeconomics, that is government budget and the economy. And in the previous lecture I have told you the objectives of government budget, why a government prepares budget for its coming year, what are the objectives, what are the aims. So next aim is redistribution of income and wealth. Equalities in income distribution means allocating the income in such a way that reduces income inequalities, and also there is no concentration of income with rich people. So this primarily requires the rate of increase in real income of poor sections of society. कि जो सोसाइटी के पुअर लोग हैं, पुअर मासेस हैं, उनकी रियल इनकम बढ़े. रियल इनकम मीन्स परचेजिंग पावर. That by his income he can purchase more of the goods and services. That is increase in real income, not in money income only, but in real income also. So money should be collected from rich people by imposing high taxes on them, and then money collected in this way should be spent on providing civic amenities, free goods and services to the poor people. So in this way inequalities of income can be reduced. Then how does increase in inequalities in distribution of income affect welfare of society? Same topic again repeated, that increase in inequalities in distribution of income means the rich becoming richer, poor becoming poorer. According to law of diminishing marginal utility, utility of money is lower between the rich because they are having abundance of money, and higher among the poor, and poor is always lacking so many things. So that's why the value of money is greater for the poor. So therefore increase in inequalities of income may not lead to increase in welfare of society. Next objective is economic stability or price stability. Economic stability means absence of big fluctuations in prices, rising rapidly. It is economic instability. Then government can bring economic stability, control fluctuations in general price level through taxes, subsidies and expenditure. For example, if there is inflation, continuous rise in prices, the government can reduce its own expenditure. When there is depression, the government can reduce taxes and grant subsidies more to encourage spending by the people. Emphasis is on inclusive growth, which implies that benefits of growth should reach every section, especially poor sections of the society. Next objective of government budget is economic growth or high rate of GDP. Economic growth refers to a sustained increase in real GDP of an economy over a long period of time. In fact, economic growth implies a sustained increase in economy's productive capacity to produce more goods and services from year to year. The government strives to achieve high rate of economic growth through its expenditure and revenue policy, and growth rate of an economy depends on rate of saving and investment. So the government accordingly makes necessary provisions for tax rebates, concessions and other incentives in the budget to encourage more savings and more investments, so that economic growth should be speed up and there is high rate of GDP. It makes investment expenditure, especially on development of infrastructure. Main emphasis is on development of infrastructure. Only then economy can grow with fast speed, like in manufacturing of dams, bridges, roads, basic industries. Thus budgets can be an effective tool to ensure rapid economic growth of a country. So there are many more objectives. Rest will be explained in next lecture. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.